कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Upon listening to the words of his father Dasharatha, Rama and Lakshmana followed the footsteps of Vishwamitra Maharshi to the forest. We have had the wonderful experience as to how Vishwamitra woke Rama up from his sleep in the early hours of the morning. He said, Kausalya Supraja Ramapurva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishtha Narashardula Kartavyam Daivamanhikam. Rama, listening to the words of Vishwamitra, woke up. Rama and Lakshmana recited the mother of all mantras called Savitri or Surya Gayatri, which is Gayatri Mahamantram. Incidentally, we also saw the relationship between Gayatri Mantram and Srimad Ramayanam. That said, Vishwamitra, he took Rama into the forest and entered the Vanam, which was dominated by Tataka Vanam. That is when he says that it is high time that you attack Tataka and kill her. Rama had a few doubts as to whether it was a right for him to kill a woman. First question. And to whether killing a woman, if it is right, should that be his first target, because this was his first yuddham. Vishwamitra clarifies the doubts of Rama, telling that killing a woman is not wrong because it has happened in the past when women also act in a way which is cruel to the society. They should be treated at par with any Rakshasa and should be killed. Cites two reasons for that. And secondly says, even if cruel women can be killed in a yuddham, she cannot be treated as a woman because she is so merciless. Now you may attack her. While saying so, Tataka comes to their presence and starts pouring loads of dust, clouds of dust on them. She starts attacking them with different sizes of rocks, stone pelting. That is when Vishwamitra tells Rama, it is getting close. Evening is coming to a close, and if the night begins, remember that Rakshasas have double the strength. Nishacharaha will have double the strength. So kill her now. Tamapatantim vegena vikranta shanimiva sharenorasi nivyadha sapapatamamaraj. So kill her right away. So then Rama, listening to the words of Vishwamitra, takes an arrow from his quiver, fits it into his bow and is about to release it on Tataka. This is his first yuddham. So, describing how the arrow leaves Rama's bow, how it goes and attacks Tataka, and what happens to her is a huge challenge to any poet. Because if I am describing it, I am a normal person, I am describing it in the language that I know. You are all very merciful, magnanimous, you are listening to however poor my description is. But for poets like Valmiki, Tulsidas, Kamban, Bhanu Bhattacharya, Krittivasa, Jagan Mohan, they are all great poets. They need to have a challenge for themselves. So here the Tamil poet, we need to go to the Tamil language now. So he tells how the arrow was released. I shall recite that verse. சொல்லுவக்கும் கடியவேகச் சுடுசரம் கரிய செம்மல் அல்லுவக்கும் நிறத்தினாள் மேல் விடுதலும் அது வைரக்குன்றின் கல்லுவக்கும் நெஞ்சிற் தங்காது அப்புறம் கழன்று கல்லா புல்லர்க்கு நல்லோர் சொன்ன பொருள் என போயித்தன்றே. How was the arrow? How did it go from Rama's bow? சொல் உவக்கும் கடியவேகச் சுடுசரம். Like how the words that flow out of a person's mouth in a negative fashion. See, in our family, amongst our friends, we have various fights. So, even without thinking, we will say a few things to them. Then later we will repent. We should have not uttered those sentences without a second thought. So, words are not rightly under our control. So, they get released from our mouth so fast, like how Rama's arrow left his bow. Solluvakkum kadiyavega chudusaram. How is he? He is dark. Dark like the hero of the Mills and Boons novel. Very handsome. Dark. Beautiful. How is she? Dark and ugly. So, what makes a person ugly or beautiful isn't the color. It is their demeanor. He is also dark, she is also dark. See, if he was fair and she was dark, people would have said the white attacked the black. Here is a black is attacking a black. So, color is not the problem. The problem is with the demeanor. He was of a good etiquette, she wasn't. அல்லுவக்கும் நிறத்தினாள் மேல் விடுதலும் அது வைரக்குன்றின் கல்லுவக்கும் நெஞ்சிற் தங்காது. That arrow which hit her chest did not stay within her chest. It pierced through her chest, which was like a diamond, and came out the other side and started going further. It did not stop with her. It went further, piercing her. Like how Kalla Pullarku Nallor Sonna Porul. At what speed did the arrow emerge out of her body go? At the speed at which a person with bad qualities listens to the advice of a good person, borrows it on 1 year and leaves it from the other year. You go advise a person. You may find so many people here in our country. We all say Swachh Bharat, Swachh Bharat. The government alone doesn't have the duty of keeping the country clean, be it the central government or state government. It is we the citizens who have to be honest and sincere in keeping our house, our society, our country clean. We talk so much, we protest so much, we all become activists. From the bus, when someone throws the paper down, you go and ask him, sir, why are you doing this? Isn't this a bad habit? Please search for a dustbin, put it there, else put it in your bag, go take it to your house and throw it in the dustbin. He will keep nodding to whatever we say. He will take it in 1 year and at a lightning speed, he will leave it in the other year. It seems Rama's arrow went in that speed. Kalla pullarku nallor sonna porullena poyittanre. So, Tataka was killed. Bhattadri in Sriman Narayaniyam summarizes what has happened till now. Kodandi kaushikasya kratuvaramavitum lakshmanenanu yato bhutas tatavacha munikatitamanu shantadvakedaha ऋणां त्राणाय वाणैर्मुनिवचनबलात् ताटकां पाठयित्वा लब्ध्वा अस्मात् अस्त्रजालं मुनिवनमगमो देवसिद्धाश्रमाख्याम्. Thereby impressed with Rama. Rama had killed Tataka. He had followed and obeyed the words of Vishwamitra, thereby bringing relief to the inmates of that particular forest. Impressed with Rama's obedience, Vishwamitra teaches him the mantras for various astrams, various missiles. Vajramastram narasreshtha shaivam shulavaram tatha. Even Pashupatastram was taught to him. Astram brahmashiraschaiva aishikamapi raghava. Brahmashiras, Brahmastram, everything was taught to Rama by Vishwamitra. There is a list, whole list given in Valmiki Ramayana. While teaching so, he also teaches him one art. It is called Aishikam. He uses the word Aishikam Apiraghava. What is Aishikam? In the art of archery, in Dhanur Vidya, there used to be the art of Aishikam, which is, if there is no astram or shastram around, then in such a scenario, a Kshatriya who is well adept, capable, can take any object. Let us say there is a blade of grass. You can take that blade of grass. Let us imagine there is a stone. You can take that stone. and you can recite a certain mantra, convert that normal, ordinary object into an astram. So it is not an arrow which becomes Agneyaastram or Varunastram. Even a small object such as a blade of grass could be converted. So this art of converting a normal object around you into an astram, that art, that skill was called Aishikam. Vishwamitra taught this Aishikam to Rama, impressed with his obedience. This Aishikam comes to his rescue later in Ayodhya Kandam towards the end, while Rama, Lakshmana and Sita were housed in Chitrakoot. Chitrakutam is on the banks of river Mandakini, towards the tip of Madhya Pradesh at the top. Your entry can be through Uttar Pradesh as well. So in that particular Chitrakutam, when Rama was living with Sita, Indra's son in the form of a crow comes and physically assaults Sita. Understanding that Sita has been suffering and withering in pain, Rama finds a blade of grass, inserts the Brahmastra mantram and releases it on this particular son of Indra. So at that point in time, Aishikam comes to rescue. Now, after getting the astrams, the missiles from Vishwamitra Maharshi, Vishwamitra points Siddhashramam to Rama. Esha purvashramo Ramo Vamanasya Mahatmanaha Siddhashrama iti khyataha Siddho hyatra Mahatapaha. Great Maharishis attain fullness, completeness. Their penances and austerities are fructified here, Rama. Since it is fructified here, since it attains Siddhi here, it is called Siddhashramam. This is also the place where Aditi and Kashyapa were blessed with the Lord's incarnation. Imagine, Vishwamitra is telling the life history of Vamana, who is Trivikrama, to Rama himself. Because Rama is Paramatma, Bhagavan, Swayam, Sriman Narayana. And he is the one who incarnated as Vamana, who later became Trivikrama. Vishwamitra is telling that. Had I been in Rama's place, what I would have said? You are telling me my story? Stop it, Vishwamitra. But Rama did not say that. He heard it as if he is hearing it for the first time. He patiently heard it. This patience is what that differentiates Rama from all of us. Such patience. Trin padanata bhikshitva pratigrihya cha medinim akramya lokan lokarthi sarvaloka hiterataha. He asked for 3 parts, measures of land when he was born as the son of Aditi and Kashyapa in this Siddhashramam. Understanding that Bali Chakravarti had been performing a yagam on the Tatam, on the banks of river Narmada in a place called Bhrigukacham, Vamana goes walking from the Siddhashramam, roughly Bihar region, to Gujarat. He walks all the way there to obtain those 3 measures of land. Then as he obtains, he grows into Trivikrama and measures the worlds. Vedanta Deshika, the polymath of the 13th century, says, Vikramya yena vijitani jaganti bhumna Vishwasyayam parama karanam amananti Vishranayan pranayinam vividhan pumarthan Gupta same bhavatu Gopapuradhirajaha. So he celebrates that particular Vamana who grew up as Trivikrama. Why should this Charitram be, probably in our language, irrelevantly be told by Vishwamitra to Rama? There is relevance here. One of the commentators states, amongst the various other artistic transcreations of Ramayana, one Ramayanam is Ananda Ramayanam. See, all these Ramayanams are very nice to read, but for us, the Pramana Grantham is Valmiki Ramayanam. If Valmiki Ramayanam does not say so, we should take the other versions with a pinch of salt, maybe even a teaspoon of salt. Well, here, the commentator states and brings the reference of Ananda Ramayanam. In Ananda Ramayanam, one of the transcreations, it is said that Ravana went once to Patalaloka, where he saw Bali Chakravarti playing the game of dice with his wife. So while he was throwing the dice fell at one portion. So Bali Chakravarti tells Ravana, lift that dice and come. Dice is only this small, but Ravana could not lift. Thereby, Bali Chakravarti wanted to prove how powerful he was and how powerless Ravana was. So, why is this incident of Siddhashramam, Vamana's birth, Vamana becoming Trivikrama, winning over Bali, being described by Vishwamitra to Rama? Thereby, if Bali Chakravarti was able to win over Ravana, and Bali Chakravarti was won over by Narayana as Trivikrama and Vamana, it very well means Rama has won over Ravana. This is the underlying meaning. So, to convey that, Siddhashramam and its relevance and its description has been given by sage Vishwamitra to Rama.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.